wayward traveler, Don Poe. Today we're discussing hands off. Hands off what? You've seen it in the news. You've seen these people out in public. Most of them are mask wearing, ultra progressive, far left ideology people that are truly delusional. Like, they do not live in reality. Now, hands off of what? That's what I would like to know. They're going to say, hands off our Social Security, hands off our disability. Well, show me the people that have been affected, that have lost that. Because I can tell you right now, there's no 130-year-old people out here. And you know how many of them are receiving disability right now and Social Security? 130. No, stop it. Stop it. There's a such thing as fraud and waste. Now, I need to explain some economics here, because apparently people don't understand how economics work. The more you have of something, the less it's worth. That's why gold is so valuable, because there's not a lot of gold everywhere. You follow what I'm saying here? So the more money you print, the less the money is worth. It's a no-brainer. Do you know how many trillions of dollars they just printed in the last 4 years? And you know that when it comes to the people receiving that money, that the top earners are the ones that got all this? Now, they have this whole boogeyman thing made up, right? There's all these boogeymen everywhere. Oh, be scared, the boogeyman, the boogeyman. The big orange man evil, orange man evil. No, that's how backwards this ideology and thinking is. If you truly think that Donald Trump is the enemy here, then you're probably the enemy. More than likely, your way of thinking is either from a victimhood standpoint, where everybody's out to get me and my people. We've went through this. Woe's me, cry, 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 whine, excuse after excuse. Everyone is on a clean slate, a level playing field here. As a matter of a fact, when I was younger, it was the opposite. Because when I was growing up, I was dirt poor, living in what you could call penury, or a state of destitution. There was no extra programs in play for me. I didn't get to go to college for free. Like affirmative action, I'm so glad they struck that down, because it's racist. There is no, because you're a certain ethnicity, or you're a certain color, or you sexually prefer something over the other people, that you're entitled to some special rights in some way. Why? Because you made that decision to live your life that way, or you were born different looking than others. That's not an excuse to receive any extra pat on the back or funding. Now, hands off of what? Hands off what? Wasteful spending? These people out here, go look this up. Just last year, Elon Musk was Iron Man. He was the savior of the earth. The Democrats were calling him Superman. They were calling him all kinds of positive things. As soon as he endorsed Donald Trump, they were like, no, now he's evil, he's horrible. They're going as far to tell their constituents to commit vandalism. They're literally saying it out of their mouths. They're enemies of the state too. I'm on this now. If you do not put America first, and you're an American and you live here, then get out. Get out. If you're a foreign national and you come here, and you become a U.S. citizen, you relinquish all citizenship, all loyalty to any other country except for America. If you are not loyal to America, then get out. Go. Just what are you here for? To make all of us miserable? To sit here and cry and whine about something that happened 200 fucking years ago, or something stupid like that? Man, stop it already. It's 2025, man. This is insane to think that there's even trench warfare still going on right now in 2025. Listen, hands off of what? Hands off of what? Be specific here. What is it that you don't want them wasteful spending? You want wasteful spending? You're promoting this? You promote to have sex changes done in Guatemala or wherever that was at? El Salvador? You're for that? You're for LGBTQ plus minus divided by symbol whatever crazy weird shit in the Iraqi TV show Sesame Street? No, man, stop it. PBS, who even watches public access TV anymore anyways? No. I see all the time that programming like this wouldn't be possible without viewers like you. Where do you think I got that from? PBS. You mean to tell me the whole time they've been getting government money? Stop it, whoever keeps calling. You guys don't know that? Like that they are getting government money on top of they're out here asking for viewers like you to give them more money so they can push their leftist ideologies because that's what they do. NPR? No, man, we're done with it. We're done with it. Listen, Democrats, you guys fucked up so bad. You have really, really ruined your party all the way out now. You don't even have policies no more. What is your policy? Open borders? Sex changes for kids? Wasteful spending? Endless wars? These are their policies right now. Do you think anybody's really going to jump on that side? The only ones that are the never-Trumpers, the people that are deranged, literally, or the people that are into fear-mongering, or the boogeyman, or racist, people like that. The Democrat Party has more racists in it by far than a Republican Party. I mean, by exponential number. I mean, I hate to say this, but you know how many racists I know in reality? And let me think. How many white racists do I know? 1, 2, 2. How many black racists do I know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, this number just, I can't even sit here and go over it. That's really how society is right now. Nobody even wants to acknowledge this. Nobody wants to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I've been thinking this my whole life. I've been thinking this way, and in reality, it's not. It's not. These people are so fucked up in the head that if you were in a room with no windows, the lights on, and you walked in that room and it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, daylight, you could walk in this room with some other people, and with the right person operating that light switch and telling them, hey, everybody, it's dark outside, and they click that light off. You know you only been in there a few minutes. You know for sure it's daylight out, but that person telling you for whatever purpose, you'll believe them. That's how naive society truly is. I can't fathom. It's hard for me to comprehend how naive society truly is. From the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, Jesus, Muhammad. I mean, I can go through a list, all these fake gods, all these fake patrons of holidays. Fucking Santa Claus is more real than Jesus. That's crazy. Yes, there was a dude named Jesus that walked the earth. Was he the son of some mystical, unseen force like you're watching Star Trek and Q from Star Trek is running shit? Get the fuck out of here, man. When you look into science and you look into history and you look at how old the earth is, how many billions, would it be billions of years old the earth is? Christianity is 2,000 years old. Nation of Islam, 2,000 years old. And these people are over there fighting over fake gods. If they didn't believe in any gods over there, like, for instance, Iran, the people of Iran, I bet, are amazing. I know they are. I've met some Iranians. Amazing, right? But they're ruled by religion. They don't have a choice. You are not going to be born there and say, you know what, I'm not even going to practice religion, or I'm going to be a Christian. Good luck with that. That's not how that society is operating. They need a change over there because they're allowing religion to take such a foothold that it's a militant style now. That we must kill the opposite belief because somehow it's poisoning our people. How about you just not have those beliefs and let the people just live? Did you know that the Egyptians and their gods are older than all these gods, new modern day gods, all put together? And on time-wise, if you stack them up, thousands of years, they worshiped their gods. And then they were gone for thousands of years. And then, boom, we pop back up with new gods. There was gods before gods before gods. I hate doing this. I really didn't even want this to be on religion, but I'm really getting to that point too where I can't believe how naive and stupid people are, literally. You mean to tell me, listen, the Torah, okay, a God that actually will govern his people, a God that would be like, listen, if you rape, kill, and plunder, you're not coming up here with the rest of us. You're not. That sounds appropriate. That sounds right. If some guy does some, or girl, whoever, does some horrible, despicable stuff. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer. No, he was mentally insane. They'll use that as some excuse. Hitler. Okay, let's go with Hitler. We know his atrocities and what he's done. You mean to tell me that through Jesus, he can get into heaven? That is so watered down and fake. I don't have respect for any God, for that matter, that lets child molesting murderers into heaven. There is no, what, forgiveness? Forgiveness? Listen, this God that can move mountains, right? And let's say somebody's sick with a disease, right? And they put it all in. All chips are in on God. All chips are in. They still go and get their treatments. They still take their medicines, right? Now, they beat this disease. Oh, God did that. God did that, obviously. I mean, duh, because it's positive. Now, since God can intervene into daily life, which they say he can't, which is it? Which is it? Is it that man has free will? Obviously. Everybody does, including the animals. Okay, so if we have free will and God can somehow cure miracles, do all this miracles, right? Miracles. Intervene in daily life. God can smite thee. God can move mountains. God can do all this. But as soon as something bad happens, oh, no, 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 that's the devil. If God's so powerful, why is he letting the devil let people molest children? What God lets this go on his earth? He can take accolade and claim for everything good, but anything bad he has no control over? Get the fuck out of here. How stupid does that sound? Santa Claus is more realistic. I believe more in a guy that's riding a sled with magical fucking reindeer flying around the earth dropping presents off the kids. I believe that more than I believe that there's some unseen force, some God that's wielding his magical power over this. Then start looking at the earth and scale back, guys. Start going back. Get up there where the moon's at. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going till you're out of our solar system. Look at the universe. Look at all these galaxies, all these planets. Billions of planets. There's even Earth-like planets out there. And you mean to tell me that there's one mystical, magical being that's overseeing all this and created all this, and he's so powerful and so mystical, he doesn't even show himself, right? Doesn't even show him. You just got to believe. You just got to know he's there. This is the problem, guys. The human mind works to where it's, look at what we accomplished. Flight and all this stuff. Listen to I'm articulating myself. I'm talking through this phone. So obviously after death, there's got to be something more. I can't just go through my life and think that, oh, when this organic thing that's me, this is me, this is me, okay, this is me. Inside of that brain, that's me. You're organic. You only get this much and it's done, it's over. There is no pearly gates, there is no fire and brimstone place, there is no purgatory, there's no in-between, there's none of that. I'm sorry to burst your bubbles, guys. But when you die, you're dead. Okay? And there's nothing else there. Hold on to whatever faith you want to. Hold on to whatever fantasy or fallacies that have been preached to you for X amount of time. Hold on. Just hold on. I'm fine with that. I like the structure that Christianity brings and all that. Like I said, I really started this with the hands-off thing. But I'm seeing now that there's such a mental health crisis in America because people are out here literally protesting Elon Musk, trying to burn down dealerships and cars, and they got mask on their face. Mask. Who's still wearing a mask? Here in Hawaii, I'll see mask wearers every once in a while. There's nothing floating in the air here, I can guarantee you that. It's so beautiful out here. There's nobody. I haven't seen nobody with a cold. I haven't seen nobody sick, for that matter, like legitimately sick. Haven't seen it. Why are these people running around with masks on? I mean, it really bothers me when I see people with a mask. It's like, take that fucking mask off already. Why are you torturing yourself? Breathe some clean air. Unless your grill, your teeth are so shot that that mask is covering that, then so be it. Or you have halitosis, right? And you have a mint mask. So when you breathe through it, it smells like mint everywhere. So be it. But if there ain't shit wrong with your mouth, your grill, your hygiene or otherwise, don't be wearing no mask around, man. Unless you're doing some sort of construction where you need to stop whatever dust, debris, or chemicals it is that you would be breathing, then wear a mask. If you work around, if you're in the medical industry and you're in certain areas where a mask is required, wear a mask. But out here in public, man, kids are seeing that shit. Kids are seeing you walk around with a mask on like a weirdo. And if you have kids and you're putting a mask on your kids, wow, are you really messing their immune system up? Man, they ain't going to be able to survive later on. Think about all them kids that are wearing these masks. These are all the same people with the same ideology. That is, hands off. Hands off what? Wasteful spending? They're taking disability and Social Security. No, they're not. They're not. Like, you people are really lying, just bold-faced lying to people to try to get them in an uproar. These Democrats got their money taken away from them. You do understand that, right? All that wasteful spending, all those checks and balances, they cash these checks and they say where they go. It's not a lie. It's tangible. It's actually proven. So if you have checks that go back to wasteful spending on a scale unheard of, trillions of dollars just wasted, guys. Are you not America first? And if you're not America first, then go to where it is you want to help. I'm not America first because I think the other countries should get stuff from us too. Well, then go to those countries, help their economy by working there in those countries, and go dedicate all your time to those people in those countries. As for me, I'm a nationalist now, and I'm all about America. America first. If there's veterans and homeless people that are service workers, do you think the government should be giving money for sex changes when they could build some sort of housing for these unhoused vets? I mean, this is just too much, guys. Who's really behind this? It all goes back to this sterilization of society, this control mechanism. One of the worst I've ever heard is this: reproductive rights. The word reproductive means you are reproducing. That's the opposite what they're preaching there. Reproductive rights? More like murder. It's real plain and simple. What's the difference if the baby's in the belly alive or outside the belly? That's their excuse because the human being is still inside another human being. That's how we're created. So then that gives them the right to rip out unborn babies out of the womb? How barbaric and savage is that? Not to mention the laziness. I mean, that's the worst part of it all. Don't have sex. Sex is a pleasure thing. Sex is an extra. It's an added bonus in your life. It's set there for you to procreate. Sure, it's great and it's enjoyable and people love to bust a nut in the way it feels. But we have contraceptives. We have all these things in play. And if you're so goddamn freaky about it and you got to have sex, pull that mother around and put it somewhere then. You dudes are off the hook with this. And women are too. You mean to tell me you can't tell a man no or put a condom on or whatever it may be? Just too much, man. Too much. I believe if you get pregnant, you should have to have your baby. Because you made that decision to lay down. I don't care. I don't care if the girl's 14, 15 years old. Have the baby. It's time to grow up. Your parents should be mad at themselves for letting their child out there running around at all different hours and screwing different people. I know women in the past that were allowing their teenage daughters to have sex with grown men. Wait, what? That's horrible parenting. That's what that is. Just like putting clothes on the opposite sex. If you have a small child and you're dressing that child up as the opposite gender, that's child abuse. If you go to get some sort of mental help because you're having some issues and you see a psychiatrist, they're going to give you drugs and they're going to affirm your mental health and not help you. Go see a psychotherapist and tell them to help you. No man should be running around 6'6" with a full beard talking about his name is Tiffany in a tutu, a onesie. Get out of here, man. You can if you want, but people are going to see that and we're going to laugh and point. Because that's what we do as a society. When something isn't fitting right, there's that round toy that's got the square hole, the circle hole, that's got the triangle hole, and you got all the pegs there. It seems like all these triangle people keep trying to force that triangle into a circle hole. It's not working, bro. Stop. That's the fringes. That's the outside. That's these people that can't get inside there. Well, guess what? They worked their way in somehow. Now they're here. You want to know why trans rights don't exist? Because trans people don't exist. Literally. I mean, what are you trying to do here? Create a new class of person or human? No, there's man, there's woman, with the exception of hermaphrodites. That's it. XX, XY. That's it. No other. If you want to dress up as the opposite sex, you're a cross-dresser. That's not no trans. That you're making up communities, making up words for people now. Mind you, all words are made up and everything's made up to an extent, but we got enough already. We don't need no extra anything added in this mix at this point. Like, the batter has got enough in it. As a matter of fact, they need to pull some ingredients out of the batter because the batter's got too much shit in it right now. You can't even pour it in the pan to bake it. They can't even get to the oven at this point because there's so much shit in the way. So once again, hands off what? How about hands off the kids? How about hands off the wasteful spending? That or hands on. Get the hands on the wasteful spending. We're going to stop it. Democrats, you guys are fucked. All these old ass people too that are senators and congressmen and these lifetime appointments. No. Look, we need some younger people in there. We need some change. You mean to tell me people are listening to Bernie Sanders? Bernie Sanders, 80-year-old dude. He's a multi-millionaire. I wouldn't doubt he's a billionaire. You hear me? And he has the audacity to get on camera and talk about the poor and talk about people. Give all your money up then and help some people. Help your constituents. Nancy Pelosi, one of the richest people in the government, period, because of inside trading with stocks. They shouldn't even be allowed to buy, trade, or have anything to do with stocks at all. And anyway, if they're in the government, in positions of power like that. America, I think we're pretty much fed up with all this stuff. I'm not the only voice here saying this. There's millions of us saying this. So now is the time to stand up and tell everybody, I don't like wasteful spending. Keep your hands on. Please, hands on. Hands on. Not hands off. Hands on. This has been Cup of Joe with Poe. I hope that this has been somewhat insightful, enlightening, and I hope that it emboldens you to get out here and make an impact. Make your voice heard. Pro-socially. We're not like them. We don't burn things up because we don't get our way. We don't tear shit up because we don't get our way. We don't protest with violence. We don't do that. We have couth about us. We have a... we're just way more professional than that. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Like this video so as the algorithm, which is us, can see that. And it'll push it a little bit better. Have a great day. And remember, hands